Good day, all. Ira Epstein of Linn & Associates with your metals market update for this Wednesday, the 13th of February, 2019, about 4:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Remember, we have the live webinar tomorrow. That webinar takes place at 12:30 p.m. Central Standard Time on Thursday, lasts to about 1:15 p.m. Central Standard Time. Your invites should be in your mailbox. If they're not, you can't find them there or in your junk or clutter, you have to call our staff at 866-973-2077. We are filling up very fast. This is one of these days where I hate how the Chicago Mercantile determines the settlement price at 12:30 p.m. Central Standard Time or 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time in the metals. The last trades in gold were closer to the 1309, 1310 area than they are at 1315. It throws the chart off because you're going to see an outside day to the upside when the last trades of the day look very different. I also notice sometimes Bloomberg uses the last trades. You've got to watch the different TV shows to figure out who's using what number when they show an up or down amount. Be careful about that. The play of the day, in fact, the play all month has been the long dollar short everything against it, as you can see, and you broke through the 113 level in the euro. So, metals having a hard time with the stronger dollar. You know that Goldman has come out with a big report on copper as to why they see the market advancing double digit by year end. That doesn't mean they're right. We'll see what happens there. As we take a look at a weekly chart of gold, you can see for the week you're down about $3, certainly not a big break, and off the high so far about $6. When we come to the daily chart, I'm going to warn you, you had an outside day up. If you take out the low of an outside day up, it sets up what I call a bull trap. And from that trap, the market often tries to get down to the closest moving average under it or a Bollinger Band. Does it always work? No. I don't know anything that always works. Charting's a game of probabilities. But when I look at that, I know that we have the outside day up. You can almost look at this chart and argue you got higher lows, higher highs. You can see that on this chart. Now, I left these in here because this is how the chart will look if you take out that. Oh, it's going to get real ugly real fast. You can also see what I've been telling you. One of the things I preach in my morning subscriber video and in my charting course is markets often like to work from some key moving average. I like the 18-day. They like to build against that for whatever their next move is going to be. And look at how often on these spike lows you go to that number. We still are looking at a market that's up. Now, here's the other thing. The 100-day moving average is way under the market. If this market takes out today's low, does that set up a challenge of the 1285.40 level? It's a possibility, as long as the market doesn't go then back up through today's high, if that low is taken out. Got that? There's a big if there, and I'll talk about that in my morning subscriber video as well, because we'll have the opportunity to see what it did overnight. Momentum has been coming down as the market was overbought. It is now past tense, worked itself out of being overbought. When we come to the ETF GLD, you have a reversal day to the downside. Momentum turned down. Now, where the close is 123.37, which is above the 18-day average. So you've got an argument. I can argue and move this arrow pointing down from here, and this arrow is going to point up because you have the outside day. In other words, I'm not trending yet. Even if you follow through and take out 123.19, you'd have a higher high and lower low. But the momentum, if it leads price, and I believe it does, is turning down ahead of the price in this market. In GDX, we saw that when we lost the bullish embedded reading, which was right here. It's when both numbers that make up the slow stochastic momentum indicator, one of them closes, and it'll be the red line first, under 80. When that happens, it is often a sign that price and the 18-day average are going to make a run at each other. I think they're doing it. Hasn't finished it yet, but that's what they're doing. When gold is stronger than silver, you often I'm never going to use the word always because I can find examples of it not being that way, but generically speaking, over these bull and bear markets, generally it's the other metals coming alive too. Gold has gotten a lot stronger than silver recently, and that's a problem. Silver today turned bearish, out and out bearish. Lower highs, lower lows, closed under the 18-day average. You'd have to take out 1586 to break the pattern. The battleground has been the 18-day average of closes on the either the pullbacks or the rallies off of it right here. And if it breaks down, the potential might be there for a big break towards the lower Bollinger Band. No way to know. Momentum down, bias down, trend down. By the way, to negate this, you got to take out, as I said, 1586. In the copper market, momentum has been lost to the upside. So as I'm looking at the market, you had the embedded reading. You lost that reading on Monday. The market made a run, didn't quite get to those numbers, bounced today. I'm just not going to be surprised if the market gets down to them and wants to figure out whatever the next move is going to be. The trend is still up. You have the higher lows, the higher highs. But when you lose momentum, the odds are strong. And when you lose it for more than one day, that these two numbers come together. In the platinum market, you still got the bearishness, lower highs, lower lows. It is oversold. It did hit the lower Bollinger Band and stop at that point. There's no reason to be long, but with oversold, I can't find a reason to be short. And the strongest of the markets continues to be the palladium. It's having its chore trying to get over that upper Bollinger Band, and obviously this market has to fight for a bit with the strength of the dollar. And as you look at the dollar, well, the question is it going to get over these highs that it had here at the 6,700 level? And if it embeds, it's overbought right now, but if these numbers go 3 days in a row over 80, and they're not, it's only one day in a row so far, that could add another level to this market. Right now, you're looking very overbought. You've hit a key resistance area. We'll see if the market can add to it from there. As I said, in the morning, what I try to do is set you up for what I see during the day in trades. If you're like me, 50 years ago, I wish there was an internet. I'd hang around the office till 8, 9 at night with other brokers as we were drawing, and then you keep going, and the internet came alive, and you'd buy market letters, and you'd look for key people that you like to get an idea because you want to enter the market one way or the other. But I'd like to know what that person thinks. Well, I make that available each and every morning to my subscribers. I cover all these different categories in this exact manner. You don't have to waste time. We're able to have you drag on the bottom if you want to go, for example, all the way to the energies at the last. If you're only interested in foreign currency stocks, just play those, you're done. And what do I do there? It's not just me reviewing the chart. I'm going to throw out everything I have. I'm going to give you ideas on the chart action. I'm going to give you an idea what I think the pros are doing in the market. If there's something important that technically came out, I'm going to bring it up, or new fundamentals. I'll have them at that hour. So my idea here is I want to be your go-to person in the morning for your trade ideas, not to follow me, but to reinforce yours. How do I throw this at you? It's really simple. An introductory price, $7.95 for the first 30 days. We are putting out a one-year subscription to this. And, of course, you can always go by the month. How do you do it? Remember, it's 26 cents a day at this price. It's give us a call, or you can go to our website, www.iraepstein.com. Go on our website under Education or Research, and away you go. I'm Ira. Can't wait to put out this morning update, especially on the metals, because I'm looking to see what the gold does. Have a good day.